it's amazing from where I was a year ago to where I'm at now. I actually thought my life was over. I was looking around actually at my bed sheet trying to figure out how to really actually kill myself. I had gotten, the jailer had brought me my paperwork, and I'd been sentenced. They sentenced me 5 years in Parchment. And so at this time last year, I was sitting there with those papers and thinking life was over. What really got me, hit me was some guys that would come weekly. There was one that had done 25 years for murder. Another guy that had done something to do, attempted murder or something. He had done 20 years, and there was other guys that came that wasn't in there prison that long, but had a lot of time on them. But they changed their life, and that's what hit me. Is I thought my life was over, and I was going to prison 5 years, and I just didn't want to live no more. And seeing guys like that come in that's turned their life around and changed and is living their life for the Lord was pretty amazing to me. That may have saved my life because I was seriously ready to end it. And then I got the call. They called me to the cell door one day and brought me out to talk to someone. And I had no idea what was going on, and I'd been praying that if there was some kind of miracle, to God, if He would just help me at this time and help me change my life. And that time, a guy called me out and sat down with me in the room and asked me, told me about this program, and asked me would I be willing, would I want to be in it, and it was a lot of rules and a lot of things to it, but I had to be voted in. Would I like to be in it, then go to prison? So of course, I said, yeah, as long as I don't have to go to prison. One night in rehab, I had been thinking a lot, and I felt like the Lord had been talking to me. And I asked my roommate if he could give me a little time alone for a little bit. And he said, yeah, that's fine. And I remember that night, I had my Bible in my hand, and I hit my knees in that little room, and I said, God, I said, I can't do this no more. I said, I don't want to live this life any longer, and I need you to come into my life and save me. I want to live the rest of my life for you. And I sit there for a good while crying and just talking to Him, just having that a long time. And I felt the need. I had been feeling it since jail, something in me when I was in jail, and then it was just like, that night He was, I just had to go ahead and I had to give it all to Him, and I told Him, just, Lord, I can't do it any longer. I just need to put this in Your hands. I don't want to live this life any longer. And it's like I felt something. It was like a weight lifted off of me. It was like He just took something. He just took it at that moment all out of me. I just can't explain it. The feeling I got. And from that moment on, I felt like a different person. I made a commitment that night that I would live the rest of my life for Him. I'm still, I'm still a little rough around the edges. I have some things I need to work on, not bad things, but we all struggle with things in our lives. Everything's not always perfect. I know I'm not going to be a perfect Christian, but I'm going to do my best daily in any way I can to tell others about Jesus Christ and what He's done for me, and I do it on a daily basis. The drugs has caused so much in my life. I don't know anybody that's had 10 or more wrecks, of vehicle wrecks that they've told them that they should have died in and are still alive. it cost me a marriage. You know, it took that from me, and you know, all the legal issues. If I had if I had the money back that I've spent, I've cost my parents, they could retire on an island and probably buy the island. But you know, with everything it's cost me, you know, whether you know all the vehicles I wrecked, money, the legal issues, I got sentenced 5 years in parchment for the choices I made to drink, and you know, it's the list goes on and on what it's cost me. I guess what I'd want, you know, everybody to know is, you know, that I'm now ready to live my life for the Lord. You know, that night he come in and I hit my knees and I had to give everything to him, and that night, you know, I felt a change, and I knew from that point on that my life was going to change forever. I just look forward to what God's going to do in my life. I know He has a purpose and a reason for my life, and me being here, and I know He's going to use me, and I just look forward to that, and serving Him for the rest of my life.